Yes, I am. Yes. As you can see that I'm in my car. I know that a lot of y'all was waiting for me basically. They're waiting for me to do this waiting for me to do this content, right? So I'm gonna do this content. This is part two of cleaning out our backyard as Abel descendants, right, over here in America. And what do I mean by that? What do I mean about cleaning out our backyard? What I mean by that is that we have a lot of people that's inside of our civilization, right? And they are in our civilization, they are claiming to be African, which is what they're doing. And I get it. I get it. The reason why you claim to be African is because our history and everything about us over here in the West, what we call America, has been wiped out. But what you don't understand is that we as a civilization over here is the first civilization of mankind. Since man since the beginning of mankind, the creation of mankind, since coming since being since back during the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existing, which is our grandfather Adam, peace and blessings be upon him. We've been placed down here on the west, in the west, which we call America. This is Abel land, right? And this is why the Alpha Omega, the creating everything and existing, reminded us on who we are over here in the west, the east and west. That's why the Creator says it's not righteous that you turn your face to the east and west. We as Muslim, we turn to the east is because the Qibla, the first house of worship, was built by Adam. It was built by Adam. During the flood of Noah and during the shifts of the plates, right? The plates of this earth, right? It end up in the east. It end up in the east, Mecca. It end up in Mecca. The house that Adam built and that Abraham and Ishmael rebuilt. They rebuilt it. They rebuilt it because over the years it started falling apart, but they rebuilt it. But the first one that built it was Adam, right? So I get it. I get it. We lost our teachings. We lost our ways through being backdoored. We was backdoored. We was backdoored as a people, right? So the people over here in America, the melanated people, this color right here, melanated people, we are the first. This over here, we are the indigenous descendants of this land that we call America, right? And connected to America is Canada, Mexico, and South America. These are able lands. These are able lands. I just want to let you know that. I'm letting people all around the world know what is able lands and who are able descendants. We are able descendants over here in the West, what they call America. Why do you think that this sick, barbaric devil demon sits here, right here? He sits here like he don't sit nowhere else around the world. This is an actually true fact. And if anybody been here in our lands, they know. You see, we've been fighting this demon since day one as a descendant of Abel. Cain killed Abel. Cain killed Abel. They was both brothers, melanated brothers, right? The Africans are Cain's children. The Africans are Cain's children. Before Cain killed Abel, he already had a melanated children that did not have nothing to do. That did not have nothing to do with Cain killing Abel. So when Cain did that act, when Cain killed Abel, right then and there, when he took on that act and killed his brother out of jealousy and everything else, right there, his whole entire body, the Creator snatched. He snatched his melanin from his skin, from inside his reproductive system and everywhere else, and debased him. He snatched his spirit. He snatched Cain's spirit out of his body and left his soul. Right? I keep telling these stories over and over again because it is needed inside of our community. Right? Trump is not Canaan. Trump is not Canaan. Trump is not Abel. Trump is I'm gonna tell you this: the Africans and the white people are brothers and sisters. They are the descendants of Cain. They are the descendants of Cain. And this is the truth. Over here in the West, we never displayed none of our abilities and special gifts that he had blessed upon us. Remember, we lived inside the earth. We never displayed big pyramids and everything else because we didn't want nobody to know the gifts and powers that the Creator has blessed upon us. We didn't want that. When we showed the Africans how to harvest the energy, how to use telekinesis, right? How to use telepathic connection with the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything in existence, right? After the flood, they took over there and they settled in. Everybody settled in after the flood of Noah. When Noah delegated to everybody, when Noah delegated to everybody, where everybody needed to be, everybody was melanated. Everybody was melanated. You didn't have no white people back then. From Adam to Noah, right? From Adam to Noah, and from Noah, I'm going to say all the way from Adam to Noah. From Adam to Noah, there was only melanated people. There was no white people. There was no white. That's when the earth was together. The earth was together. Right? The earth was together. When Noah came about, Noah, peace and blessing be upon him, it was already at a breaking point between Abel and Canaan descendants fighting each other, because they already knew that Canaan descendants, which is their grandfather, killed Abel. Now, they both cousins. These are melanated people. This is why the Creator says that in scriptures. He said that I did not wrong mankind. Mankind wronged themselves. Mankind was but of one civilization, and we was. Since the beginning of man creation, we was of one civilization. We was of one worship. We believe in one Creator. Disbelief in everything else came later on in life. We're going to fast forward, right? After the flood, we came back. Abel descendants came back to our lands, which we call America. We came back here and settled here. We've been here. The Africans, right? The Africans was told to go settle in Africa. Right? See, they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you the truth on how things was. So after the flood, when Noah came out of the ark, there was a rainbow, letting you know that he's not going to destroy the earth anymore by water. He's not going to do that anymore. And He's going to bring about different pigmentation. Throughout the years, different pigmentations came about. It came about. Right? It's an actually true fact. So, but we've been here. We've been here. We are not Africans over here in America. We are called the uply God right ones. Are we cousins? Yes. Because Cain and Abel was brothers. Cain and Abel was brothers. That's why right now, when Africans come over here, they come over here, they're like, yo, where you from? Like, I'm from here. They give you a cold shoulder because you're not of the same civilization. You're not the same, not of the same land. This is our lands in America right now. This is an actually true fact. We are not African. We was not born over here in shackles and chains. That's a no-no. We was not born over here in shackles and chains. This is an actually true fact. And Professor Small, right, and a lot of our archaeologists, a lot of our scientists, a lot of professors, they talk about Africa so much, and they're not even from Africa. They get a little piece of blood that was in them, and the reason why that blood was in them, saying that they from Kemet, they from Ghana, they from Togo, is because when the Africans came over here, when they was enslaved, when they was brought in shackles and chains over here to be slaves in our land, because we were dying off, we had to breed in with them to save us, because we was dying off because of the fighting of the Africans sending their brothers and sisters, which is white over here in America, to find us inside the earth. So we fought them. We fought them. They came with all nations all around the world to fight us, to take over Abel land. This is an actually true fact. See, they're not going to tell you the truth, but this is the truth. So you got a lot of professors like Professor Small, Dr. Small, and he's not the only one. All of them have spent their decades in life talk about we from Africa, and no, we not. We are cleaning house today. We're going to be cleaning house, right? And we are going to testify that we are not African, and we not African. We did not come over here in no slave ships. We did not come over here in no shackles. We did not come over here on no chains and no these devices that they made. No, we was not. We are Abel descendants. That's an actually true fact that was backdoored and murdered for our land, because this land is a blessed land. And it was all a setup by this entity to kill us and murder us. No place around the world, no civilization is being more murdered and killed and treated like garbage than Abel descendants over here in America. That's an actually true fact. The Africans not even getting touched. They not getting touched. It is only us, the Abel descendants. This is an actually true fact. It's true. Now, this is in-house stuff. This is in-house stuff. And if you know, you know. So you got a lot of these professors and everybody saying that you have. No, we are not. We are our own civilization over here. We didn't have a language. Our language was sign language and telepathically talking to each other. We never displayed none of our benefits and none of our gifts that the Creator has given us for the benefit of us and mankind, to teach mankind. That's right. Over here, Africa is not the first place of civilization. It's the second coming of mankind's civilization. We over here in the West are the first and ancient civilization of mankind. We are the sacred bloodline. This is facts. And all of the prophets came from us. Not the blood. We're not talking about the blood. We're talking about belief of the one Creator. That's right. So today we are cleaning out our backyard of all of these individuals that's over here claiming to be African. Claim it, that's you. So what you need to do is be there. Go there. Be in their land and go there. Stop telling us and propagating to us that we are African and we are not. We are the uply God right ones. That's right. We are able descendants. And I need for everyone to know that. Please like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube or hands down. That's right. So you guys have an amazing day. Peace, y'all. Peace.